If you find yourself running from one appointment to the next, physical therapy on Mondays and Wednesdays, occupational therapy on Tuesdays, speech therapy squeezed in on Fridays, plus weekly sensory sessions, and maybe even ABA or other behavioral therapies, all while managing a strict diet and giving what feels like 50 different supplements every single day, I just want you to know that something that is very important: you are not alone and you are not missing anything. We applaud you doing all the research to find the best and health-minded solutions for your child. But here's the hard truth that no one talks about: you may actually be doing too much at the wrong time. In the quest to help your child heal, develop, and regulate, it's easy to think the answer is always more therapies, more protocols, more supplements. But when a child's nervous system is already stuck in a constant state of stress, including sympathetic overload, vagus nerve dysfunction, dysautonomia, even well-intentioned interventions can become overwhelming. In some cases, they can even backfire from what they were supposed to do at the wrong time without addressing that foundational root cause first. That's why so many families we work with share a similar story. They like to say, we've tried everything: speech, OT, PT, special diets, supplements, and while we've seen a few gains, our child is now plateaued or even potentially regressed. It's not because you haven't found the perfect therapy or the right combination of supplements. It's because of healing doesn't come from piling on more and more. It starts by creating that good foundation first. Let's address first the overload problem. We see this all the time in our practice. Many children with autism or developmental delays are enrolled in 3 to 5 different therapies every single week. They may also be taking 5 to 20 supplements, and their families have often tried 3 to 5 restrictive diets, all at the same time. Add that up, and many families are managing 15 to 30 separate to-dos. This creates what we like to call the healing interventions overload, when too many beneficial interventions overwhelm a child's nervous system, leaving it unable to process and integrate any of them effectively. Think of your child's nervous system like a computer with too many apps open. When too many programs run at once, the system slows down or even crashes. Or imagine a circuit board that's already miswired. If you plug in too many things at once, even good ones, you risk blowing a fuse. This is why kids with significant nervous system stress often struggle with meltdowns, sleep issues, sensory overload, and even motor tics or seizures when their schedule becomes overloaded. Here's what's really happening inside their body. It's called the energy theft hierarchy. When a child's nervous system is locked in fight or flight mode, it's like running on a smartphone battery that's almost dead. The body focuses only on survival, draining energy from many key systems. First, the gut suffers. Poor motility, absorption, and elimination leaves kids constantly uncomfortable, which makes sitting still in therapy almost impossible. This is why some kids struggle with chronic gut issues, even when they're on a pristine diet and high-quality supplements. The problem isn't their nutrition, it's their neurology. Next, the motor system struggles. This shows up as a delayed milestone, toe walking, poor coordination, and core weakness. Speech delays are also rooted in the same neuromotor dysfunction though. Finally, the immune system becomes compromised. Frequent colds, ear infections, asthma, and inflammation make it even harder for kids to participate and progress in therapy. When these systems are stressed, therapies like PT, OT, and speech can feel like pushing a boulder uphill. We're not saying to give up on therapy. It's just all about the sequencing of how it properly goes. So each therapy, each intervention builds on the last instead of canceling the others out. We call this approach sequential healing. Let's first talk about phase 1. We focus exclusively on restoring and regulating the nervous system through neurologically focused chiropractic care. This is like clearing the clutter and rebooting the system. During this phase, we often pause other major interventions to avoid overwhelming the child, especially if our nervous system scans show their nervous system is overtaxed. Phase 2, once the nervous system is more balanced, we reintroduce targeted support for what we call the core 4, first sleep, then gut and GI function, next immune balance, and then motor development. When the motor system improves, PT, OT, and speech therapy suddenly become far more effective because your child can now fully participate and integrate what they're learning. Phase 3 now. With a strong neurological foundation, we then add more advanced therapies and detox to support safely and effectively the detoxing those pathways through. This is when families often see dramatic breakthroughs. Therapies that once felt frustrating now produce exponential progress, and especially with it at times, we see that detox through the neurological system as well. So the main thing is then how to know if your child is overloaded starts with a simple gut check. Ask yourself, are all these therapies and protocols moving my child forward, or are they leaving them stuck? Another way we can test it is right here in our office using inside scans. This advanced technology measures nervous system function and vagus nerve activity to see the overall health of your child and how they're handling stress and therapies. These scans can help us to determine if your child is truly ready to benefit from additional therapies or if their system needs to be calmed and regulated first. If this sounds familiar, if you've been doing everything and your child is still stuck, please know that there is hope. By stepping back, calming the chaos, and focusing on your child's nervous system first, you can unlock a whole new level of progress and peace for your family. If you're ready to take the next step, go to our website and schedule your child's neurological scans today and get the answers you've long been waiting to hear.